live music and promotion.
Hi, we're here at New York, New Rock, outside the Limelight to see UFO. We see a bunch of people hanging out. So what are you here for?
Oh, I've seen UFO many times. I wouldn't miss them. They put on a great show tonight. They're playing songs from the new album, songs from the old album. They're tight. They rock harder than they have in years, and I wouldn't miss it.
Where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles.
And you?
Israel.
Israel. You know UFO?
From 73.
Yeah.
73.
You like them?
Very much.
Yeah. So you came all the way from Israel to see this show, or what?
No, I just come from Israel for another thing, but I heard that they come into the Limelight,
Yeah.
so buy ticket, you know?
Hi, I'm Sharon Caddick with New York, New Rock. We're here at the Limelight, where UFO is going to be playing tonight. The original UFO, I may add. We're here with Pete Way. How you doing, Pete?
I'm doing fine, thank you. It's good to see you. Good to be in New York.
Good to see you as well. So what can we expect tonight?
A very good hard rock show. Very good, straight between the eyes.
Yeah. Well, so I know you're going to do the old songs, aren't you?
A lot for strangers, a lot of things we did with Michael, and 2 or 3 new things off the Walk on Water CD.
Yeah. So you have a CD. It's Walk on Water. And what is this, put out by the band itself?
It's actually UFO Records. We're doing it direct at the moment because we want to own it and maybe distribute it later on this year. But at the moment we're just doing it through our own label.
So you're selling it at the shows.
Yeah.
I also understand there's a CD of acoustic instrumental by Michael as well. He's selling
Michael
that?
did an acoustic album called Thank You, which we sell at the shows as well. Starting our own, a bit like the Grateful Dead, I guess. It's sort of our own merchandising thing. To be honest, we didn't really want to work with another record company until we found the right one, so we just released it in Japan.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's so exciting for me as an old timer. I mean, how long has it been since you guys have been together and out on the road?
Oh, well, with Michael, probably about 15 years. But well, having said that, last year we played in Japan and did a one-off show in San Antonio and about 5 shows in Germany. So last year would be the correct answer.
And so what made you guys all decide at this point in time to get together again and create?
I guess it's almost like evolution, you know, you bump into each other and you sort of talk about doing it, and then I guess we were all kind of available in our different projects, and I was working with Phil. Michael wanted to work with us, and so we started talking about it and put it together.
Yeah. So, I mean, where have you been over the years? I know that after UFO you did Wasted, right? And you also did Fast Way with Eddie from Motorhead. I mean, what happened after that? Because we didn't hear from you for a while.
Well, I started putting the UFO together with Phil, actually, and we actually did some shows, a few shows, and then we started talking to Michael. We actually spent about 6 or 9 months writing, recording. We did an album called High Stakes, which we didn't put out in America because we felt that the band with Michael was the project we wanted to work with, and so that was it, really.
And now, which came first, Fast Way or Wasted? It was
Fast Way.
Right.
Yeah, I started writing with Eddie with that, and we got Dave King and Jerry Shirley. Actually, I couldn't do any more on that point because Chrysalis Records put a court injunction on me, actually, stopping me doing it. So they actually helped put together the Wasted band. So
now, the Fast Way was the black and white album with the flags, right? It was checkered.
Yeah.
And then who were you with Wasted? It was.
There was pretty much 2 lineups, really. It was the original lineup we had. Now myself and my singer Finn. Then actually Andy Parker joined at one point. Paul Chapman joined at another point, and then we had or a guy called, oh golly, Danny Vaughan, who was in a band called Tarketto, Johnny D, who played in a band called Brittany Fox later on, you know, so
Right.
through various things. Part of the reason that I didn't want to do it anymore was actually the fact that we kept changing lineups. And
Why do you think you kept changing lineups? You just couldn't get it right, or?
yeah, you know, it's funny, when we started the UFO thing, you work with people and you grow up with your music together, you know, like from school. Whereas you sometimes putting a band together through music papers and things like that and auditioning, really, you know, there's no soul in it. And actually I like to play music where the whole thing comes from having a soul.
So what happened then when Wasted parted? I mean, what did you do then?
Well, actually I started writing with Phil, was really the thing. So we wrote an album, the High Stakes and Dangerous Men album. That took quite a while. Took about a year recording it, actually, which is okay. Did okay in Europe and Japan, but as I say, we didn't release it here. And then we basically band reformed.
Well, the last couple of years has seen reformations of lots of major bands. Some are the original lineup, some are one or an only lineup. I mean, with all the bands that are out nowadays, I think they're sort of copies left from you guys. And I find it very interesting that the originals are coming together again and coming out, and they far surpass the new bands.
I think music business, I mean, it's only my opinion, but you do notice some things that kind of go through a lot of changes. You get a lot of bands that don't really have any real roots. But I wouldn't like to say that we as a band, I know we've been influential to people, but it's not like reforming, like, I mean, this band isn't like a cabaret band that's just got back together again. It's actually a real thing, and we sort of do it, live it, and breathe it.
Well, I think the thing about UFO was you were always real. You were down, you were people, you were the street, and it always came through that way. And I can't even imagine that now it would be any different.
Oh, it's because we like playing music. We've always played music. We've always been. We don't take second best, you know.
So how is it working with Michael again? I mean, I know that he has a somewhat shady little thing. People find it hard to work with him sometimes over the years. I mean,
it's difficult to say, really. I mean, I've known him since he was 17, so it's different for me to people that. I mean, I get on very well with him, you know. So I don't have a problem. I know everybody has a story about them, and doesn't make, you know. But I say, if you know somebody from that age, you can't really. That's the thing with our band. We know each other well enough that you can't hide anything. So we get on with each other's lives, and when we go and play, and that's the thing.
yeah. Yeah, and how about when you're off the road? Where's everyone living, hanging out? What's everyone?
Well, Paul lives in Tokyo. I live in Copenhagen. Phil lives in London. Michael lives in Phoenix.
So it's very diverse, right?
Yeah, it's just, you need a fax machine, a telephone.
So what's Walk on Water going to be like? I mean,
With the album?
yeah.
You've not heard it yet?
No,
Oh.
I want to get a copy so that we can splice it in with the interview.
Right, it's real good. I mean, it's for people like UFO. They wouldn't be disappointed. We were very aware that actually we didn't try and recreate ourselves because we wanted to make it like 95. But actually, when people hear it, they say, "Oh, it's UFO." You know, so it's a good record.
And how long did it take to make?
About 4 months.
Where'd you record at?
At Rumbo Studio in LA. We did it with Ron Neverson, who did our Lights Out and our Obsession album and Strangers. That was good working with Ron again, because he was somebody that we knew would look after us, you know. It was a bit like you knew that he can go, hey guys, do this, do that, and he knew he has a vision of how we should sound. Plus, although having said that, he kept it 95, which is very important to us, you know.
What do you think what are the differences between then and now that maybe stick out in your mind?
Do you mean music, the way we play it, or actually not really. I think music is down to attitude. I think if you've got a band and it's got attitude, the attitude goes into the music. And if you haven't got any attitude, there's no soul. So really, that's why you get things that are here today, gone tomorrow, you know.
And how about touring and the actual business of the whole thing? Do you leave that up to other people? Have you found a big change?
It's difficult to say, because it's, I enjoy it. I actually enjoy doing the shows, quite like going to hotels and things like that. So for the moment, I'm enjoying it, you know. No difference really. I suppose the only thing you could say is we've done it all before.
I think that when it's been a band like yourselves that are really real, that it's like, that's it, that's life, that's how you are, and so.
Yeah, I mean, it's something I've grown up with since I was like 17 after I left school. It's the only thing I've ever done. It's pretty much the same for Phil and Michael, you know, and Paul, I guess, you know, so it's not something that just comes easy, you know. It's a bit like get up in the morning and go and buy a paper. It's something you do with a passion, though.
I was too.
When you're off the road and at home, I see you have a soccer shirt on. I mean,
I'm addicted to soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave up alcohol and drugs to become addicted to Aston Villa Soccer Club.
Yeah. Is that working out all right?
Last season wasn't so good. I was going through several heart attacks, but this season's so far so good. It's cost me a few TVs and things like that, and a few stitches and hospitals and things.
I guess it's easier than drugs, though, eh?
I don't know, I think it's worse actually. At least you know what you're getting. You haven't got to wait 90 minutes for the result.
So, I mean, how's the chemistry? It must be there, right?
Well, with us, there's plenty of chemistry, believe me. It's, you know, it's a bit like deja vu sometimes, you know. I mean, we get on great. Then we don't get on great. It's a bit like a family, you know.
And what do you see coming up on the road, the horizon? I mean,
well, the intention is to do a world tour, you know. So we've got about another 60 shows we're booked for in America.
In America.
Mm-hmm. Then
How long have you been out on the road now?
Actually, a month.
A month. Oh.
Yeah, it's quite odd actually. It's the first tour we've actually done. It was funny actually thinking, wow, we've been on the road for a month.
Went by quick, right?
Yeah, it has, real quick. But only got a year and a half to go.
Now what? And then what?
I guess do another album,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, trying to work out what we actually want to do, you know, or we're not really a band that's sort of starting out and say, oh, we need to get a single to get off the ground. I mean, we sell a reasonable amount of tickets in most places we play, in most places around the world. So it's really actually a thing of saying, well, do we do an album now, or do we do a live album, or do a concert tour, you know, that sort of thing. it's I guess just getting our music across to people. Actually, what would be a challenge to get across to a new audience.
Have you noticed that? Is it the old audience, or do you see new faces out there, a new generation? Can you really decipher?
Depending on which country and which city, but you do get people that their brother played them the album, and then you get my father played me the album, which is the other one. But that's quite nice. I mean, so in Japan particularly, we've got quite a young audience, and we've got the older audience. You know, the people that said, "Oh, I've been playing your records for 15 years." You know, so it's really amazing compliment. You know.
And how about in England? I mean, how's it? What's happening over there? I mean, how do you feel?
I think we're going to do eventually 4 shows in England. We'll do 2 in London, maybe 1 in Manchester and 1 in Glasgow, something like that. A lot of it, because you know, when you start off on the road again for the first time for a long time, you don't really know how it's going to go. So you kind of wait to say, well, do you think anybody's going to really come and see us? And actually, yes.
Do you really worry about that kind of stuff?
Well, you know, things change. You know, music changes. A lot of other bands and things that have been around, and you don't necessarily want to go out and be to something that's dated. But fortunately, I think we've managed to make it seem very fresh. I enjoy it, and so far I've had no complaints. Anyway.
Cool. Well, so we're totally looking forward to tonight. I want to thank you for your time here.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you
for
for having
Limelight,
me.
Pete Way with UFO.
Here live in New York.
Thanks for coming, and we'll see you tonight.
That's great. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Deep for the Doctor.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Pete Way from UFO, and you're watching New York, New Rock.
Yeah.
How about you guys? Who's a UFO fan over here? We're New York, New Rock. Where are you guys coming from?
Jersey. Long Island. Philly. Albany.
All the way from Philly to see a UFO?
Yes, I did. I'm a Michael Schenker fan. Island. Michael Schenker is
Why are you guys here?
Yeah, he's God, man.
Underrated guitar player.
And did you follow him through his solo careers with MSG? And
Absolutely. Yes. They just need a label deal now. We're glad you're back.
Michael, thank God for coming back.
Thanks, Mike.
Too much human debris on the sidewalks of the world.
Donka.
Hey, man.
somebody got anything to say back there about UFO? Michael Schenker?
UFO's the best, man.
You're the greatest.
Rock is
UFO,
God.
yeah.
We're here with New York, New Rock outside the Limelight, New York City, Sunday night, UFO, the original lineup. Be there or be square.
Oh!
All right.
Been waiting fucking 20 years for this.
See, this is the American public. They have spoken.
Strangers in the night.
Shank.
TV now is a major marketing force. I see a possibility for UFO being finally getting the recognition they've long deserved with the lineup as it is. And there's a good chance I could see them on a good American record label and good management on getting a major tour and then finally getting their pie.
Let's hope so. We all want to hear it, right, guys?
Yeah.
All right, here we are.
One of the best live albums of all time. Strangers in the
Strangers
Night.
in the night. 95, baby! Strangers in the night.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, man at work. I like that. All right.